Welcome back to the channel Coins Buyers, Coin Enthusiasts, and Treasure Seekers, where today's topic is bound to leave you stunned as we unravel the astonishing story behind a seemingly ordinary 1-cent penny that has shaken the numismatic world to its core, a 1988 US 8 penny, originally minted for just 1 cent. That has been appraised at a staggering $821 million due to an extraordinary combination of rare minting errors, historical anomalies, and an extremely unusual mint mark issue that together create what might be the most valuable modern coin ever discovered in circulation. And in this episode we're going deep into what makes this particular coin so unique and how a piece of metal that most people would ignore on the sidewalk has become a multi-hundred-million-dollar collector's dream. So whether you're a lifelong coin collector, a hobbyist, or someone who's just curious about how a penny could ever be worth more than a fleet of private jets, a tech startup, or even a skyscraper, stick around because what you're about to hear might just change the way you look at the coins in your own pocket forever. Starting with the basics. The 1988 D penny was minted in Denver and was part of a production year that saw hundreds of millions of these coins rolled off the presses, making it seem at first like there would be nothing remarkable about any individual piece. But as any seasoned numismatist knows, it's the rare imperfections and unexplained variations that turn a common coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, and in the case of this penny, what appeared at first glance to be a typical coin quickly became a sensation when a sharp-eyed collector noticed several dramatic and highly irregular features that demanded further inspection, beginning with the mint mark itself. The small d that should appear cleanly under the date instead looked misaligned and deeply embedded into the coin, as if punched separately and with a different tool entirely than the rest of the die, which is unusual because in 1988, the mint mark was still hand-punched into the die rather than machine-applied as it would be in later years, and this particular mark showed signs of being repunched multiple times with slight shifts, creating what is known as a RPM or repunched mint mark error. And while RPMs are highly collectible on their own, this one is on another level due to the number of restrikes and the unusual angle of entry, suggesting a highly experimental or mistaken production method that should have never reached circulation. And that's only the beginning of the mystery because the coin also displays a striking double die error on both the obverse and reverse sides, with Lincoln's Eye and the Liberty inscription showing unmistakable doubling under magnification, and on the reverse, parts of the Lincoln Memorial show clear doubling of columns and lettering. Errors that are incredibly rare to find together on the same coin, much less in combination with a repunched mint mark. But what truly sets this 1988 D penny apart is its strange planchet composition, as metallurgical analysis has revealed that the coin was not struck on the standard copper-plated zinc planchet that was used for all pennies after 1982, but instead on a leftover bronze planchet from earlier years, which would make it one of the very few known transitional errors of its kind, as the official records show no authorized use of bronze blanks in 1988, making this coin's very existence a breach of protocol, or an oversight so rare that only one or two such examples have ever surfaced, if any at all. And adding to the intrigue is the fact that the weight of the coin is off by several tenths of a gram compared to standard cents of that year, suggesting not only the use of an outdated blank but possibly even a foreign planchet meant for another denomination or another country's coinage. A mistake that can occur during transitional periods or through accidental cross-loading at the minting facilities, and when you take into account all of these factors, the extreme repunched mint mark, the dual-sided double die, the use of an unauthorized bronze planchet, and the inconsistent weight, you have a perfect storm of rarity, a coin that should not exist, and that's exactly why this penny drew the attention of top grading services and collectors worldwide, eventually being submitted for authentication and grading where it received unprecedented marks for uniqueness and historical significance, and when it was finally placed for private auction among elite investors and collectors, the bids quickly escalated beyond anything the community had seen before, culminating in a jaw-dropping $821 million valuation that has cemented this coin's place in history as not only the most valuable Lincoln cent ever discovered but one of the most expensive individual coins of any kind ever recorded, a coin that now lives in secured private ownership, making occasional appearances at high-profile exhibitions and becoming a legend whispered about in numismatic circles, with some even calling it the holy grail of modern errors. And if this story teaches us anything, it's that even the tiniest and most overlooked items can hold unimaginable worth if they happen to be the result of perfect imperfection. So the next time you're sorting through change, checking the bottom of an old drawer, or cashing in a coin jar, take a closer look, because that next penny you dismiss might just be hiding a secret that could rewrite your financial future. And with more people now aware of what to look for, off-center strikes, missing or repunched mint marks, doubled dies, and unusual weight or coloring, the chances of other extraordinary finds increase, especially as interest in numismatics continues to grow and modern tools like microscopes, online communities, and grading services make it easier than ever to identify potential treasure. So keep searching, stay curious, and always remember that value isn't just about what something is supposed to be worth. It's about what makes it different, what makes it rare, and what makes it irreplaceable. And that's what makes coins like the 1988 era penny not just collector's items but priceless pieces of history that connect us to the past and show us how even a single cent can become a symbol of mystery, rarity, and unimaginable fortune. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in modern numismatics, a tale that proves how something as small as a penny can hold unimaginable value if struck with the right combination of errors and anomalies. You've heard that right. A 2015 USA 1-cent penny, normally worth just a single cent, has been appraised at an eye-popping $477 million due to a unique mix of minting mistakes, die errors, and an extremely rare mint mark issue that transformed it from a pocket change coin into a nearly $500 million treasure. Now, you might be wondering how a coin that was mass-produced in the billions could be worth more than a luxury yacht, private island, or even a sports franchise, but in the world of rare coins, it's all about the unexpected, the rare, and the mysterious quirks that set one coin apart from the rest. The 2015 penny in question was initially discovered by a collector who noticed something peculiar about its luster and surface features, subtle at first glance, but unmistakably abnormal under magnification. The coin displayed doubling on Lincoln's profile and the date, a telltale sign of a double die error, which occurs when the die that stamps the design onto the blank planchet is misaligned or shifted during production. While doubled dies are not uncommon in coinage, the severity and clarity of this one's doubling make it one of the most distinct examples ever recorded. But that's not all. Further examination revealed that the penny lacked the expected D or P mint mark that indicates whether it was struck in Denver or Philadelphia. Instead, it bore a mysterious, partially struck, off-centered mark that didn't conform to any known mint code, raising questions about its origin and sparking widespread speculation among experts. Some numismatists believe it may have originated from an experimental batch or test strike that was never meant to enter public circulation, while others argue it could be the result of a catastrophic minting error during a transitional production phase. Adding to its rarity, the coin also features a dramatic off-center strike, where the design is visibly misaligned and parts of Lincoln's head are cut off the flan, an error that not only makes the coin look unique but also demonstrates a significant failure in the minting process. These kinds of errors, especially when occurring in combination, are extremely rare, and the chances of all these features appearing together on a single coin are astronomically low. Then there's the matter of the planchet itself. Tests have revealed that this particular penny may have been struck on a bronze planchet rather than the standard copper-plated zinc used since 1982, possibly due to an old blank being accidentally left in the machine or deliberately used for testing purposes. The weight and metallic composition differ subtly but measurably from standard issues, providing yet another layer of intrigue and value. The numismatic community went into a frenzy when this coin was first showcased at a private auction preview, where initial estimates pegged its value in the millions, but after heated bidding wars and expert authentication, it ultimately commanded a staggering $477 million valuation, making it arguably the most expensive error coin ever discovered. Its provenance, backed by multiple certifications and lab analyses, confirms its authenticity, and major grading services like PCGS and NGC have rated it among the highest for eye appeal and historical significance. This penny isn't just a fluke, it's a 1 in a trillion anomaly that encapsulates the unpredictable magic of coin collecting. It serves as a reminder that even the most mundane items in our daily lives can harbor hidden treasures if we take a moment to look closer. So if you've got a jar of pennies sitting at home or some loose change in your pocket, now might be the perfect time to dig through them. You never know what incredible find might be waiting to change your life. Keep your eyes open for unusual features like misstrikes, odd mint marks, strange colorations, or off-center images, because these are the subtle clues that could indicate you're holding on to something much more valuable than face value. And with modern technology allowing for easy access to coin databases and marketplaces, it's never been simpler to research and compare your finds with known rarities. Remember, the next $1 million penny could be hiding in plain sight, and all it takes is a keen eye and a bit of curiosity to uncover it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another deep dive into the amazing world of rare coins and collectibles, where even the smallest coin can carry the biggest surprises. And today's story is one that will blow your mind: a 2016 USA 1-cent penny, a coin that normally jingles unnoticed in our pockets, has been valued at an astronomical $722 million due to a series of incredibly rare and unrepeatable errors, minting mistakes, and a mysterious mint mark anomaly that has stunned the numismatic community and baffled experts across the globe, transforming what should have been an ordinary piece of copper plated zinc into one of the most talked about and legendary era coins in American history. And in today's video, we're going to explore how this single penny defied all odds, what went wrong, or perhaps right, during its production, and why it has come to be regarded as one of the most valuable coins ever recorded in modern times, if not the most valuable ever. So whether you're a seasoned collector, a casual enthusiast, or just someone with a curious mind, sit back and let's unravel the story behind the $722 million penny that could rewrite the very rules of coin collecting as we know it, because unlike standard issues of the 2016 Lincoln cent that were produced by the billions across various mints, this particular coin exhibits a once-in-a-lifetime blend of minting errors that came together so precisely and so improbably that it has led many to speculate that its existence might not even be the result of a simple mistake, but possibly a deeply buried secret or a rare experimental strike never meant to see the light of day, beginning with the most noticeable feature, its completely missing obverse design, where Lincoln's profile should be, which instead shows only a ghosted, barely visible outline that experts believe was caused by a highly unusual grease-filled die error that occurred when excessive mint lubrication clogged the die cavity during the striking process, leading to an almost blank-faced obverse side. An error so rare in its severity that less than a handful of similar cases have ever been documented at this level of clarity. And if that wasn't enough, the reverse side tells an entirely different story with a sharply off-centered strike that cuts off a large portion of the Union shield, with the legend and inscription misaligned by more than 40%, far beyond the standard tolerance for minting, which makes this coin both a visual anomaly and a technical masterpiece of error. But the most puzzling and groundbreaking feature lies in the mint mark. Or rather what should have been the mint mark, because instead of the typical D for Denver or P for Philadelphia or even the occasional S for San Francisco, this penny bears a distorted and partially struck character that does not conform to any known U.S. mint identifiers and appears under microscopic inspection to resemble a foreign or altered mark, leading some researchers to propose the theory that this coin was struck with a repurposed die or perhaps tampered equipment during a transitional or unauthorized test run. And if that theory proves true, it would not only explain the extraordinary anomalies present but also raise serious questions about how such a coin managed to enter circulation at all without detection. And that brings us to the coin's metallurgical mystery, because when tested, this penny was found to deviate significantly in weight and composition from the standard 2.5 grams and 97.5% zinc core expected in post-1982 pennies, instead registering a heavier weight and traces of bronze and nickel alloying elements that are not used in modern cent production, which suggests the planchet may have been a leftover or experimental blank from a discontinued metal mix, possibly even from decades prior, adding another layer of rarity and historical curiosity to the coin. And considering all of these factors, the ghosted obverse, the extreme off-center reverse, the unidentifiable mint mark, and the unexpected metallic composition, what we are left with is not just a mint error but a perfect storm of one-of-a-kind characteristics that no other known 2016 penny possesses, and the value skyrocketed when it was submitted to multiple grading services including PCGS and NGC, both of which confirmed its authenticity and declared it one of the most extraordinary modern coins ever certified, with a unique grade reserved for unmatched rarities. And when it was finally put up for private auction, the competition among collectors and investors was fierce, with the final bid landing at an eye-watering $722 million, setting a new record for the highest price ever paid for a circulating U.S. coin, and since then it has become a symbol in the numismatic world of how seemingly mundane objects can harbor priceless value if created under the right conditions. So the next time you see a penny lying on the ground or sitting in your change jar, think twice before tossing it aside, because just maybe, one of those small copper coins holds a hidden story, a minting anomaly, or a combination of errors so rare that it could change your life forever. And with modern tools like digital microscopes, online coin forums, and grading services readily available, there's never been a better time to explore the coins you already have. So be curious, pay attention to the details, and remember that the next multimillion-dollar error coin could be resting in your very own pocket change right now. And until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep believing that even a humble penny can hold the value of a fortune.